How is everybody doing since that full moon, eclipse, supermoon? And what I'm here to talk to you about today, flower moon. We are blossoming. We're starting to bloom. In other words, we're seeing the fruits come forth. First of all, I would love to say welcome to everybody that is new, everybody that is returning, and everybody that is here in spirit. Technology has really been trolling me, giving me a run for my money lately, but I am not giving up. I am staying determined. Today's message is brought to you by the flower moon and Archangel Michael. He is demanding to be paid attention to these days, not just by me, but by plenty. So let me get right into the message from the Oversoul of the Healers Collective. And remember, you can access this too. Focus, awareness, discernment, trust. These are the energies that are available to you as you start this new leg of your journey, this brand new experience and a brand new energetic atmosphere, if you will. Do not try to convince, coerce, or correct others. They have to go through a unique process just as you did. And you can stay there to encourage them when you are around them. But don't even take the road of trying to change them, because there's no point in it right now. That will only serve to get you caught up and entangled. Heal your wounds and traumas. And that came through Yolanda Marie's message. I think it was yesterday. I will include a link. So heal your wounds and traumas. And that helps to heal others in the collective. You see how you're doing that? A lot of times when you go to somebody and you want to give them your information, they're just not ready to hear it. Even if you sense that their energy is becoming higher frequency, they have their own steps, their own process that they need to experience. So being encouraging and supportive is okay, but do not try to be the savior. Don't get distracted by events around you. Quickly access needs and actions, and then leave it to the energies of creation. You have crossed mountains, oceans, deserts, all in this lifetime. Prepare to transcend the veil. Without the separation, everything is much more obviously clear. Learn the forgotten language of the soul. Hold the frequency of confidence and understanding. See the deception revealed. Know the intent. By doing this, you render it powerless to you. You're always going to be a step ahead. And threats hurled against you are fueled by fear. Open your third eye to see those things invisible to human eyes. Open your heart to the integrity of divine love for self, humanity, and all. These things that you are balancing, that you are analyzing, assessing, they're all part of building the things that you need, the things that you have manifested for your higher frequency experience. And what they were talking about, transcending the veil, because as you shift into that higher frequency and you become, that's your baseline, then these things will be revealed. When it says clarity, imagine yourself looking through a veil or a sheer curtain, and then all of a sudden it's pulled away. And you see things very differently. You see more detail. Sometimes you realize that a shape was something totally different than what you thought it was. And the comparison that's being made there is that when you are looking at it with just your human eyes and just assessing only what's completely obvious to your human eyes without pulling everything else into it, then you are getting a subdued and sometimes deceptive view or perception of what is really there in your path. And about not trying to change somebody. If you know anything about American football, there's the 2-minute drill where when it comes down and say you're behind by one or tied, you got this hurry up drill that you do. I'm sure that it's in soccer or football in other parts of the world. There goes the neighbor on the motorcycle right on cue. The hurry up drill, right? So it could be that they always planned or that they're achieving something last minute before they shift. It could be that they don't plan to shift energetically, that they plan to exit and enter into another experience. Maybe they're done with an earth experience and a human experience. So there's no need for you to feel like you've got to be a savior. Jesus, he's our savior. He brought you information. You made the changes. Not to say he's not a wonderful and absolutely amazing, miraculous energy and being, because he totally is. But he was always urging us to recognize our own divine self. So take a deep breath. And again, let's go back to the focus, the awareness, because that means that if you are living your best experience, making the changes that you need to change in your life, in your experience, to bring you to that higher frequency experience, then as others see this beautiful aura that they don't even know they're seeing, okay, and they see progress and they see peace, comfort, when they see that, that causes them to seek and look for something more, possibly. So I actually live under the same roof with people that have no idea what it is that I do, exactly what my theosophy, philosophy, belief system is. But I don't push it on them. The Christian people, I try to find commonalities in Jesus and understand that there is no sense in me saying something that I know will offend them. They believe Jesus died on the cross. Okay, I'm not going to talk to them about the evidence of Jesus and Mary Magdalene and their family in India. Because that's not what they need in their experience. They need Jesus to be their savior, and this energy that they try to emulate, but that they can never be the same as. And that's okay. They'll do that in the next leg of their journey. Only they get to do it in a higher frequency. Wouldn't that be interesting? I even had a friend that is a devout Christian express an interest in Reiki. So there is unity coming around. There are a lot of people reaching out to help and to guide. Some of us have realized that we are actually functioning as a guide for others. And that's a really that's a huge responsibility, right? But if you are living in alignment, then it's going to be fine. And I know this one's kind of long, everybody, but bear with me. I'm almost done. So ask yourself, which ascended master is calling to me? Which guides? Who are your guides? Who are your angels? Who's knocking? You know, open the door. Somebody's standing there with a bunch of flowers because we just had the flower full moon. The point is to don't hide in the shadows. Open the door up and see the beautiful flowers. They're waiting to greet you. And another thing to look at is, how do your past lives figure into this? You can generally see a pattern on something that you are working on energetically and spiritually on a soul level. I think I covered everything. Please, any questions? Give me something to explore. And I only have one more thing to do. Archangel Michael, like I said, is demanding to be front and center. And the first cards that I ever got, and I don't have many, were Archangel Michael cards. Because he's my bro. I through synchronicity, another friend into higher vibrations, she sent me a message and she says, hey, check this guy out. And what is his name? Cosmic. His name is Shane. I'll put a link if I remember down at the bottom, if I could put a link without deleting anything. But he had Archangel Michael cards, Oracle cards, and not many people have these cards because they're Doreen Virtue, and apparently people thought, oh, Doreen Virtue, she went back to the church and blah. Well, these are my cards. Archangel Michael blesses them, and he chooses to speak. The cards are more to give a visual to help with communications right now. So I'm shuffling, and I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, what message do you have, Archangel Michael, for those trying to begin this next leg of the journey? So Archangel Michael, what message do you have for those that are having a slow start to the next leg of this journey? What can you give them to keep an eye out for? Whoops. And with that, says, focus upon divine and perfect health. God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so that they support my well-being. And part of this is going to say that part of your ascension is your body has got to ascend. Your actual physical body will change and rise in frequency. Many of us don't really eat meat anymore. We're eating living foods. We're doing fasting. And most of us say, I don't know, it just happened. So there is a reason for that. And for those of you that have a romance going on, I'm just going to do one more card. Archangel Michael, what is the most important thing in a romantic relationship in these times coming? What's the most important thing to be aware of? Detach from the situation. Okay, so what are you talking about? Detach the prayer. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowing. That peace is everywhere within me and this situation. What that says to me is that some people might just be in love with the idea of being in love, and therefore they end up getting into a situation that's not a divine counterpart, beloved, or even a twin flame, but it's just the drama. So be careful. Are you in love, or are you in love with being in love? All right, that's all the cards I'm going to pull. I hope you enjoyed it, because this is something that apparently I'm going to be doing more of. And thank you so much for everything you do for yourself, which means that you bring it to the collective, and reach out to each other. This is a time for us to pool our resources and our skills and our love and encouragement. So until the next video, everybody stay blessed. I'm sending you so much truth and so much light and so much blessing.